I want to do a retake on my first devlog video because it was hard to follow what was going on. So let me explain a bit slower this time. One day, I wanted to make my own tower defense game with my own ideas because when I first played TDS in 2019, I loved it so much. It made me fall in love with the TD genre back then. But I did not know how to code, and I lacked the skills of animating, modeling, and coding. So I dropped the idea of making my own tower defense game. A few years later, nothing much going on, other than me growing my YouTube channel involving around tower defense. There's this one game that caught my eye, and it's called Aether Rush. I found this game through Roblox, and it looks pretty fun from what I'm seeing. I played it, and honestly, it's unique compared to any other TD games today. The game's core mechanic is moving your towers around, and also there are other mechanic that helps support the game's core mechanic, which is the rings. There's the cash ring, gem ring, gold ring, and orb heal ring. So the cash one helps with your economy, gold gives you options to buy in the shop, gem is the same thing as the gold, and orb heal just provides health to your base HP in case you lose any HP when an enemy goes towards your base. How they usually work is by moving your towers inside these rings, and they decrease the timer above the rings, and once the ring's timer is 0, you get the reward because your towers are inside it. If you don't bring your towers inside the ring for a while, they will just disappear and fade out. Overall, this game has a unique take on a tower defense, but it sadly got abandoned by its developers. I didn't want to see wasted potential to be left in the trash, so I took their mechanics and brought it back with my own tower defense game. So now that you've got the idea of what my tower defense will be like, such as moving your towers around and the cash ring, I just need a name for it. And that name is called Counter Defense. I took the word counter from my old username, Counterizer, because Counterizer is a name that I stuck with many years, and Counter Defense sounded pretty cool. So the first thing to do is build the game system. I took my other TD game system that was built up already, so I reused it. Now I have all the scripts I need. Time to model now. It took me a bit to plan out how I was going to build the map, and I came up with this. A cave, and a base, and a green terrain surrounded by mountains. Also, is it just me, or is that cave looking kinda thick? After finishing up the map, I modeled 4 towers, the recon, the sniper, the grenadier, and the soldier. The recon is your fastest moving tower with cheap upgrade prices, the sniper is your slow boss killer that deals a lot of damage, the grenadier is your AoE tower that helps clear out multiple enemies packed together, and the soldier is your main DPS, meaning she'll deal a lot of damage per second. After that, I made some basic enemy models like the normal, speedy, slow, hidden, brute, shielder, and the final boss, Zombie Gal. I have other enemy models, but I'll talk about them next time. Normal is a basic zombie, speedy is fast, slow is slow, hidden requires hidden detection from a tower, a brute is your first tank, shielder is also another tank but with a shield, and Zombie Gal is the final boss and has 3 abilities which aren't finished yet. I'll finish them in the next devlog. Moving on, I balanced the wave structure, which will have 15 waves. The reason why it has very little waves is because I want to make this tower defense game into a story-based campaign. And I kind of just did some balancing, I balanced enemy HP, how much they spawn, balanced the tower stats as well, and pretty much finished up the basics. Since the final boss, Zombie Gal, isn't finished, I decided I want to make a boss for fun, and let the community decide which boss should be the final one. They chose Robotic Overseer. This guy is from Tower Blitz, a tower defense game that is well liked by the people around the TD genre. In the game, he has 2 abilities, a machine gun, and 2 big cubes that shoot rockets at your towers. Few hours later, I finished the scripting for him, and now all we need is just some animating, and bam, now he's epic. There are a few things I like to talk about in this video, but I'll save that for the next devlog. Peace!